What else do we know this Wednesday morning? England, of course, first European side to book their spot at the next summer's World Cup with that 5-0 win over Latvia. Rangers continuing discussions with managerial candidates. Kevin Muscat has emerged as the new favourite. And Cristiano Ronaldo scored twice for Portugal in the 2-2 draw against Hungary last night. 40 years of age, 143 goals in 225 caps. It's not too shabby, is it? So is CR7 still Portugal's key man? We put that question to our European football expert, Kevin Hatchard.
Cristiano Ronaldo's made more international appearances than anyone in history, 225 games and counting for Portugal. He's also scored more international goals than anyone in history, and he's still delivering on a consistent basis for Roberto Martinez's Portugal. Martinez, when he took the job, could easily have said that it was time to move on from Cristiano Ronaldo, but actually he's gone the other way. He's decided to hitch his wagon to Ronaldo's fortunes. That didn't work for him at the Euros, but I'm pretty sure he will continue to do that at the World Cup finals, and it could be Ronaldo's last big tournament, and he'll want to go out in spectacular style.
Well, could be his last big tournament. Hey, never write him off, you know. And I knocked a year off his age there. You know, I made him 40 instead of 41. He could be 39, 38, 37, you know. But you were saying earlier on, Ben, his regime, his focus on fitness and health is second to none.
Yeah, second to none. You see so many players. I've seen so many players who they kind of do it for show. They go in the gym and they're not really in there. It's like your mate who goes down the gym but just goes straight and sits in the sauna in the steam room. But he genuinely did it because everything was about improvement. Everything was about the percents everywhere. And I can't knock people that do that. Really, I can't. I can't knock somebody that genuinely wants to get better and wants to improve every single day. So even at the age of 41, like you say there, to be scoring goals. I checked live score last night, actually, and I looked and saw they were 2-0 up and 2-1 up, and I just thought, wow, Ronaldo, fair dues, mate.
Incredible. I mean, he is absolutely astonishing. What a specimen. We're talking about international duty. You mentioned earlier on that at one stage you withdrew your services from England, if you like. I mean, you came back and you played again for them later. Was that all down to a personality clash with Capello?
Yeah, it was exactly that. So we had just had our second child, my son Louis, and I was on international duty with England, and my wife sort of texted and said, "Oh, I might be going into a bit of labour." We only had training that day. It was the day before the game. It was only a friendly as well, I think it was. And so I said, basically, I need to get up to the hospital, up into Macclesfield, all the way from London. And Capello was very kind of, he didn't want to let me go, really. He was kind of of the opinion that, no, you stay here and train and then you can go up later. And I kind of just dug my heels and said, no, listen, I'm going up. And he wasn't happy, but either way, I went. I missed the berth by about 10 minutes, which, again, it's not a problem. It's not the end of the world. Everything's all safe. Everything's all fine. But then I got a phone call later that day to say, we want you back down with the squad in the hotel tonight, ready for the game tomorrow, because you're going to play the second half. Joe Hart was a goalie at the time, so agreed with the wife to do it. Yeah, go on, it's a good opportunity to go down. Came back to the squad, got to the game, and he didn't bring me on at all. So he didn't bring me on. Not only that, he didn't sort of ask me about the child, ask me about anything, and that just left a real sour taste in my mouth, to be honest with you. So it was at that point I said, you know what? I'm not enjoying this anyway. Just had a new child. I think it's best if I just step away from it. So I stepped away from it for maybe the best part of a year or 2 years. But again, though, we spoke about it earlier, just that mental break of when an international break comes along and you can go away and have a few days away like Jack Grealish can do at the minute. I think it's invaluable. I really do.
A lot of love for you out here at the moment, Ben. I'll tell you that. Here's an interesting one that comes from Mark, who's a Spurs fan. He says, great show, love hearing Ben speak. He says, how did Ben feel, and he's speaking as a Spurs fan, when Paul Robinson scored against him in Spurs against Watford at the Lane? He said he actually met Robbo a few weeks ago, and he said that he did enjoy the goal, but he was gutted for you.
Yeah, fair play to Robbo. He didn't actually celebrate it. He didn't. He put his sort of arm up in the air, but that was about it. The funny thing about that goal was that it was the weekend before the internationals, so we were all due to join up with the England England on the Monday, and then Robbo scored past me on the Saturday afternoon, and it was at a point where it was, I wouldn't say it was up in the air, but I was challenging Robbo for sort of the number one spot a little bit. So yeah, he scored the goal on the Saturday afternoon, and that pretty much settled that debate about who was going to be England's number one in the next games coming up.
Kev, who's a Wrexham fan, says, does Ben remember coming into the rocking chair after promotion to the league with the rest of the team and staff?
Yes, lovely. Those little moments, though, they're so important. I think any players of any teams, if you get your team promoted, go and share it with the fans. You don't understand. Like, I've never understood all through football how much it actually means to the fans. They live for this stuff. Yeah, they spend their whole week working for that Saturday afternoon. It's their life. It's their tribe. It's the religion. So when you do something good, and it's all about moments, it's all about moments. Go and share it with them as well, because they remember that for the rest of their lives.
Brilliant. And that's what Ryan and Rob said they would do at Wrexham, by the way. It's exactly what they've done. I'm almost reluctant to ask you one or two of these because I'm never quite sure what the answer is going to be. But Tom, who's an Arsenal fan, says, talking of gravy and food earlier, please can you ask Ben about his appalling performance with Beard Meets Food?
This wasn't appalling. But I can't believe it. So this guy, Beard Meets Food, incredible YouTuber. He is basically a competitive eater, right? The amount of food this guy can put away, you would be astonished.
I bet he doesn't like gravy on his roast, though.
Mate, the guy eats everything and anything, apart from mushrooms. He hates mushrooms. But he is an animal, right? An absolute animal. So I did an eating challenge with him. It was a massive plate of fish and chips. It must have weighed 4 or 5 kilograms, right? Massive plate. He devoured it within 10 minutes, 15 minutes, like it was nothing. Honestly, like it was a snack. And I struggled through about 1.5 of cod and a few chips and a few bits of bread and butter. I thought I did really well, to be fair.
So the important question here, ketchup on the fish and chips?
Yes, without doubt. All of the bits and bobs. Tartar sauce.
Not salt and vinegar?
Mushy peas, salt and vinegar, all of it.
You can't have it all.
Yes.
You can't.
Curry sauce, gravy, everything.
No, just salt and vinegar on your fish and chips, honestly.
Oh, God.
Different culture clash here. Brilliant.